सम एंड सब्सटेंस अबाउट द स्ट्रगल अगेंस्ट द कास्ट सिस्टम। इसमें हम क्या क्या पढ़ने वाले हैं? स्ट्रगल क्या हुआ कास्ट सिस्टम के अगेंस्ट, कास्ट जो स्ट्रगल था वो पढ़ेंगे। अबाउट द कास्ट मूवमेंट्स, हाउ द ब्रिटिश ट्राइड टू एनकरेज कास्ट डिविजन्स, कास्ट डिविजन्स को ब्रिटिशर्स ने कैसे एनकरेज किया। एंड रिफॉर्मर्स हु फॉट अगेंस्ट द कास्ट सिस्टम, कौन थे वो रिफॉर्मर्स जिन्होंने कास्ट सिस्टम के अगेंस्ट फाइट किया। नाउ रिट्रीव, फाइंड आउट, नेम द ग्रेट पर्सन हु सेड दिस फेमस कोट। ये यहाँ एक फेमस कोट लिखा हुआ है, ये किसने कहा था? इफ आई फाइंड द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन बीइंग मिसयूज्ड, I shall be the first to burn it. This was said by Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. And I hope you all very well know, आप सब बहुत अच्छे से जानते हैं who was Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. हमारे संविधान के रचयिता थे Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. So let's start the chapter, children. The caste system had existed in India since ancient times. Ancient times से caste system चला आ रहा था. It came about as a division of work in society and also divided the Indian society into many groups which made national integration difficult. और इस caste system ने एक तो work को divide कर दिया था society में, और Indian societies भी, Indian society जो थी वो अलग अलग ग्रुप्स में डिवाइड हो गई थी, जिससे कि नेशनल इंटीग्रेशन होना बहुत मुश्किल था। बट लेटर ऑन कास्ट बिकेम परमानेंट एंड वन कुड नॉट चेंज वंस कास्ट। लेकिन बाद में जो कास्ट था ये परमानेंट हो गया और कोई अपना कास्ट चेंज नहीं कर सकता था। इन द सब्सिक्वेंट ईयर्स मेंबर्स बिलोंगिंग टू द हायर कास्ट बिगैन इल ट्रीटिंग पीपल बिलोंगिंग टू द लोअर कास्ट। हायर क्लास के जो लोग थे वो लोअर कास्ट के लोग को इल ट्रीट करते थे। Gradually this became a social practice, और धीरे धीरे एक social practice बन गया। Many reformers in 19th century took on the responsibility of eradicating the caste system, the caste discrimination। और 19th century में बहुत सारे reformers ने ये responsibility उठाई। क्या responsibility ली उन्होंने? caste discrimination जो था उसको हटाने की। Struggle against caste system। The reformers of the 19th century were greatly influenced by the ideals of equality, liberty and fraternity. They tried to modernize Indian society and made efforts to remove social evils like untouchability and caste distinction by following the path of reason. अब उन्होंने इंडियन सोसाइटी को मॉडर्नाइज करने की कोशिश की और ये जो सोशल एविल्स थे सोसाइटी में, जैसे कि अनटचेबिलिटी या कास्ट डिस्क्रिमिनेशन, इसको हटाने की कोशिश की थ्रू द पाथ ऑफ रीजन। रिफॉर्मर्स लाइक महादेव गोविंद रानडे strongly believed that without social reforms it was not possible to achieve any progress in the political and economic fields. Social organizations such as the Brahmo Samaj, Arya Samaj, Ramakrishna Mission, Theosophical Society and others attacked the caste system and were against its practice. और ये जो social organizations थी ये सब, ये इन्होंने caste system पे अटैक किया और वो इसके अगेंस्ट थे। ये सभी जो organizations थे वो caste system के अगेंस्ट थे। During our struggle for freedom, people from different sections of the society came together. At this time, common participation in public demonstrations and meetings helped to weaken caste distinctions. अब जब फ्रीडम स्ट्रगल स्टार्ट हुआ तो लोग अलग अलग सेक्शंस के सोसाइटी से वो एक साथ बैठने लगे और ये जो कॉमन पार्टिसिपेशन पब्लिक डेमोन्स्ट्रेशंस में होने लगा, इससे जो कास्ट डिस्टिंक्शन था वो कमज़ोर पड़ने लगा। महात्मा गांधी kept the abolition of untouchability in the forefront of his public activities. He lived among the untouchables, named them Harijans, children of God. और महात्मा गांधी जी ने अपने जितने भी पब्लिक एक्टिविटीज़ होती थी उसमें अनटचबिलिटी को हटाने के लिए हमेशा उन्होंने फोर फ्रंट में इसको रखा और वो हमेशा अनटचेबल्स के साथ बैठते थे जिनको उन्होंने हरिजन्स नाम दिए थे। हरिजन मतलब चिल्ड्रन ऑफ गॉड। adopted a Harijan girl as her daughter, और उन्होंने एक हरिजन लड़की को अडॉप्ट भी किया अपनी बेटी के रूप में, and founded the All India Harijan Sangh in 1932 to promote their welfare. He firmly believed that political freedom had no meaning without social reforms. Hence, he wholeheartedly supported the cause of the downtrodden. Numerous other individuals and organizations also worked to spread education among the untouchables. और बहुत सारे और भी ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस और रिफॉर्म्स ने इस पे वर्क करना शुरू किया. टू ओपन द डोर्स ऑफ स्कूल्स एंड टेम्पल्स टू देम, उनके लिए स्कूल्स और टेम्पल्स के दरवाजे खोले जाने लगे. टू एनेबल देम टू यूज पब्लिक वेल्स एंड टैंक्स एंड टू रिमूव अदर सोशल इनइक्वालिटीज विच दे एनकाउंटर्ड. Now, interpretation. Gandhiji toured the different parts of India to spread awareness among the people on the importance of realizing and accepting the fact that all Indians are equal. Now, lower castes of Indian society. Indian society के जो lower castes थे. Let's read about them. People who have been marginalized from the lower castes of Indian society. They are often referred to by different names. अब वो लोग जिनको कि इंडियन सोसाइटी से मार्जिनलाइज कर दिया है फ्रॉम द लोअर कास्ट ऑफ इंडियन सोसाइटी, उनको अलग अलग नामों से बुलाया जाता है, जैसे दलित्स, हरिजन्स एंड शूद्रास. टुडे दे आर नोन एज द शेड्यूल्ड कास्ट एंड शेड्यूल्ड ट्राइब्स. Scheduled tribes include people living in a certain area cut off from the mainstream society, generally in forests and hills with their own ways of life and norms. अब scheduled tribes वो होते हैं जो कि मेन स्ट्रीम से कट ऑफ होते हैं एंड एक ऐसी जगह पे रहते हैं, एक सर्टन एरिया में रहते हैं जो कि मेन स्ट्रीम, मेन सोसाइटी से कट ऑफ होती है, और जनरली वो जगह होती है फॉरेस्ट या हिल्स, और उनका अपना तरीका होता है रहने का. They lived in close link with nature. वो नेचर के साथ ज़्यादा कनेक्टेड रहते हैं. These people are termed as scheduled tribes by the government. Government ने इनको scheduled tribes के नाम से government has given the name as scheduled tribe. This was done with the intention of protecting these group of people from being exploited and to preserve their natural resources, which was vital for their sustenance. On the other hand, the scheduled caste, अब जो scheduled castes हैं वो are the part of a society or community which was considered untouchables. उस community से, उस society से जिनको कि untouchables कहा जाता था, till the passing of the law which made it illegal to do so. Movements against caste system. The caste system had for centuries been exploitive in nature with the deliberate aim of dominating the untouchables or the shudras. कास्ट सिस्टम सेंचुरी से एक एक्सप्लॉइटिव नेचर का रहा है, जिसमें कि दलित्स, ये जो अनटचेबल्स हैं या शूद्रस हैं, इनको डोमिनेट किया गया है. दिस ट्रीटमेंट स्टार्टेड बीइंग क्वेश्चन्ड विद द कमिंग ऑफ द ब्रिटिश. The reformers of the 19th century were greatly influenced by the ideals of equality, liberty and fraternity. They tried to modernize Indian society and made efforts to remove social evils like untouchability and caste distinction by following the path of reason. We just now read it. With the rise of industries and the coming of railway, caste sanctity could not be maintained as people had to interact with each other on their way to the workplace. अब ये रेलवेज जब से स्टार्ट हुआ तो इसमें क्या हुआ, ये जो कास्ट सैंक्टिटी था, ये जो कास्ट डिस्क्रिमिनेशन था, इसको मेंटेन नहीं किया जा सका, क्योंकि जब लोग अपने वर्क प्लेस पे जाते थे एक साथ तो इंटरैक्ट करते थे, आपस में बातचीत करते थे. रिफॉर्मर्स हु फॉट अगेंस्ट द कास्ट सिस्टम. अब वो कौन से रिफॉर्मर्स थे जिन्होंने इस कास्ट सिस्टम के अगेंस्ट फाइट किया? There were many evils because of caste system. Many reform movements took place to remove the ill practices associated with the caste system. Let's discuss about some of them. Now, who were these reformers? Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. B.R. Ambedkar was born into the Mahar caste. कौन सी कास्ट में जन्मे थे वो? Mahar caste, whose members were considered untouchables, जिनको कि untouchables कहा जाता था. Having personally experienced discrimination, he devoted his entire life for fighting against caste oppressions and for the upliftment of the lower caste. क्योंकि डॉक्टर B.R. अम्बेडकर जो थे वो खुद ही एक ऐसे कास्ट में जन्मे थे, महर कास्ट में, जिसको कि अनटचेबल्स कहा जाता था. तो उन्होंने अपनी पूरी लाइफ इस कास्ट सिस्टम के, इस कास्ट डिस्टिंक्शन को हटाने के लिए लगा दी और लोअर कास्ट के अपलिफ्टमेंट में लगा दी. ही हेल्ड द फर्म व्यू दैट टिल कास्ट सिस्टम continued to exist, the liberation of the outcasts was not possible. He organized the All India Scheduled Caste Federation for this purpose. Look, he is Dr. B.R. Ambedkar and इन्होंने क्या ऑर्गेनाइज किया? एक ऑल इंडिया शेड्यूल्ड कास्ट फेडरेशन. He opened that there should be separate electoral system for the untouchables and lower caste. उन्होंने क्या कहा कि एक अलग से इलेक्टोरल सिस्टम होना चाहिए अनटचेबल्स और लोअर कास्ट के लिए. He also organized a number of non-violent campaigns to assert the right of the untouchables to enter the temples and to draw water from public wells and tanks. Up, this is public wells. Fine, children. उन्होंने बहुत सारे कैंपेन्स भी किए, नॉन वायलेंट कैंपेन्स थे वो, जिससे कि उनके ये जो अनटचेबल्स को राइट मिल सके टेम्पल्स में एंटर करने का या किसी भी पब्लिक वेल से या टैंक से पानी लेने का. वन ऑफ द मोस्ट सिग्निफिकेंट कैंपेन्स वाज हेल्ड एट चौधर टैंक इन महद, महाराष्ट्र. चौधर टैंक महाराष्ट्र में एक ऐसा ही कैंपेन हुआ था. The participants burned the Manusmriti, the Hindu law book, which they held largely responsible for the practice of untouchability. और इस कैंपेन में जो हिंदू लॉ बुक थी मनुस्मृति, उसको जला दिया गया था, क्योंकि यही माना जाता था कि उसी लॉ बुक से, वो लॉ बुक ही रिस्पॉन्सिबल है इस अनटचेबिलिटी के प्रैक्टिस के लिए. To spread education among the lower caste, Dr. Ambedkar helped established the Bahishkrit Hitkarini Sabha or Depressed Class Welfare Association in July 1927. The Scheduled Castes and Tribes Act 1989 was enacted by the Parliament of India, Act 33 of 1989, to prevent atrocities against scheduled castes and tribes. Article 17 of the Constitution of India abolishes untouchability and its practice in any form. जो हमारे कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन का, हमारे संविधान का जो आर्टिकल 17 है, उसमें अनटचेबिलिटी को अबॉलिश कर दिया गया और उसके किसी भी फॉर्म में उसके प्रैक्टिस को अबॉलिश कर दिया गया. Now, interpretation. Dr. B.R. Ambedkar is known as the father of Indian Constitution. We all know that father of Indian Constitution is Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. Now, one more social reformer, our great Mahatma Gandhi. Mahatma Gandhi is also known as the father of nation. हम सभी उन्हें father of nation के रूप में जानते हैं. He is one of the greatest reformers who fought against the caste system. He made the removal of untouchability a part of his constructive program. As a practitioner of satyagraha, क्योंकि सत्याग्रह के practitioner थे महात्मा गांधी sought to speak the truth and advocated that others to do the same. Gandhiji set up the Sabarmati Ashram in Gujarat in 1915. ये साबरमती आश्रम जो सेटअप किया था गुजरात में गांधी जी ने, वो कब किया था? इन 1915. ओके चिल्ड्रन, पीपल ऑफ ऑल कास्ट वर वेलकम टू दिस आश्रम. सभी कास्ट के लोग इस आश्रम में वेलकम थे. ही स्टार्टेड अ नेशन वाइड कैंपेन अगेंस्ट अनटचेबिलिटी. He undertook many menial tasks to stress on the dignity of labor, and everyone staying in the ashram was expected to do the same. He started a paper called the Harijan. उन्होंने एक न्यूज़पेपर स्टार्ट किया जिसका नाम था हरिजन. The core focus of this paper was to educate the upper caste into giving up the evil of untouchability. और इस पेपर का जो कोर फोकस जो था, जो पूरा फोकस था, वो अपर क्लास को एजुकेट करने के लिए था, जिससे कि वो इस अनटचेबिलिटी के इविल को खत्म कर दें. In 1932, he founded the Harijan Sevak Sangh to undertake promotional activities for the untouchables, such as opening access to public wells, roads, schools, temples and cremation grounds. Now the spot and inspect. What name did Mahatma Gandhi give to the untouchables? Untouchables को क्या नाम दिया था महात्मा गांधी ने? He gave the name as Harijans. Okay? Why was the Scheduled Castes and Tribes Act 1989 was enacted? अभी हमने पढ़ा शेड्यूल कास्ट और शेड्यूल ट्राइब के बारे में और एक्ट 1989 का वो क्यों enact हुआ था. That just read it and write down. What is the concept behind burning Manusmriti? मनुस्मृति को क्यों जलाया गया था? Because people believe that Manusmriti is the main cause of creating this caste discrimination or untouchability, which people comes in the category of scheduled caste and scheduled tribes. अभी हमने यहाँ पढ़ा है इस चैप्टर में कि शेड्यूल्ड कास्ट में कौन से लोग आते हैं और शेड्यूल्ड ट्राइब्स में कौन से लोग आते हैं. यू हैव टू राइट डाउन. फाइन. नाउ सम अदर रिफॉर्मर्स हु वर अगेंस्ट द कास्टिज्म. अब और दूसरे रिफॉर्मर्स कौन कौन से थे जो कि इस कास्टिज्म के अगेंस्ट थे? Jyotirao Phule. Jyotirao Phule was one of the most vocal leaders. He was born in 1827. He studied in a missionary school. Missionary school में पढ़े थे. He developed some revolutionary ideas against the caste system. He argued against Brahmins' claim of being the dominant caste people and superior to others. वो argue करते थे ब्राह्मण से कि वो कैसे dominant कर हो सकते हैं, क्योंकि जो ब्राह्मण्स थे वो अपने आप को superior मानते थे दूसरों से. As per Phule, Brahmins were Aryans and hence were foreigners. Aryans defeated and subjugated the original inhabitants of the land. उनके हिसाब से जो ब्राह्मण्स थे वो Aryans थे और Aryans foreigners थे. He believed that the Aryans had no right to their land and that land belonged to indigenous people who were termed as subordinate caste people. Now Phule argued that before the Aryan rule, the period of warrior peasants was a golden period. Phule wrote a book named Gulmargi, meaning slavery, in 1873. 1873 में ज्योतिराव फुले ने एक बुक लिखी जिसका नाम था गुलमर्गी और ये इसका मतलब था स्लेवरी. He dedicated his book to all those Americans who fought against the slavery system. और ये बुक उन अमेरिकन्स को डेडिकेट की थी जिन्होंने स्लेवरी सिस्टम के अगेंस्ट लड़ाई की थी. नेक्स्ट रिफॉर्मर M.G. Ranade, 1842 to 1901. Justice Mahadev Govind Ranade, his full name, along with Ramakrishna Bhandarkar, was among the most important members of the Prarthana Samaj. Prarthana Samaj के सबसे important member थे. This movement tried to reform the prevailing social evil of child marriage. It also espoused the cause of widow remarriage and the abolition of caste system. It also advocated the spread of modern education and was all for the strengthening of Hindu-Muslim unity. So, the Prarthana Samaj, जो प्रार्थना समाज था वो इन सब चीज़ों पे वर्क किया उसने. Periyar, 1879 to 1973. Periyar. Non-Brahmin movement started in the early 20th century. Early 20th century में non-Brahmin movement start हुआ था. Many non-Brahmins who had got access to education, wealth and influence started such movements. They also argued that Aryans were foreigners. उन्होंने भी यही कहा था कि Aryans जो हैं वो foreigners हैं. and the Dravidians were the indigenous race of the soil. Periyar belonged to a middle class family. He was from middle class family. His full name was E.V. Ramaswamy Naikar. In his early life, he was an ascetic and studied Sanskrit scriptures. He became a member of the Indian National Congress. He founded the self-respect movement. उन्होंने कौन सा मूवमेंट फाइंड किया था? सेल्फ रिस्पेक्ट मूवमेंट. And became a crusader for the cause of the downtrodden in Tamil Nadu. He was a prominent leader of the Justice Party. Justice Party के एक prominent leader थे, the name of which he later changed to the Dravidar Kazhagam. The main objective of Dravidar Kazhagam was to champion the cause of the Dravidians and the socially backward caste and work for their upliftment. Next reformer, Veerasalingam Pantulu, 1848 to 1990. Veerasalingam Pantulu was born in an orthodox Niyogi Telugu Brahmin family. एक ऑर्थोडॉक्स फैमिली में पैदा हुए थे, जो कि कौन सी फैमिली थी? नियोगी तेलुगु ब्राह्मण फैमिली ऑफ आंध्र प्रदेश. He is widely considered as the man who first brought about a renaissance in Telugu literature as well as the Telugu people. He was influenced by the ideals of the Brahmo Samaj, particularly those of Keshav Chandra Sen. और उन पे इन्फ्लुएंस किस चीज़ का था? आइडल्स ऑफ ब्रह्म समाज का इन्फ्लुएंस था. He got involved in the cause of social reforms. In 1876, he started a Telugu journal and wrote for women. Women के बारे में उन्होंने अपने तेलुगु जर्नल में लिखा. तेलुगु जर्नल जो उन्होंने स्टार्ट किया था. He propagated the cause of the lower caste and encouraged education for women and widow remarriage. He started a school in Dwalisaram in 1874. Dwalisaram में 1874 में उन्होंने एक स्कूल खोला. Now the role of the Britishers का क्या रोल था? The British imperialists used the grievance of the lower caste for developing among them sectional and caste consciousness with a view to keep the Indian society fragmented. From the 1901 census onwards, the British started recognizing and classifying castes after every 10 years, which helped in creating caste consciousness and further fragmentation of society into castes and subcastes. Now, overall, the British did little in terms of passing legislations against caste discrimination as it served their own purpose of divide and rule. British ने बहुत कम in terms of passing legislation उन्होंने बहुत कम वर्क किया against this caste discrimination, क्योंकि वो अपने ही पर्पस में लगे रहते थे. उनका क्या पर्पस था? डिवाइड एंड रूल. AI facts. AI used in reducing social inequalities can bring the second independence for lower caste. अब AI का अगर यूज़ किया जाए in reducing social inequalities, तो वो क्या ला सकता है? Second independence for lower caste, as AI will replace systematic biases and prejudice of individuals while implementing upliftment policies as well as crime against scheduled tribe and scheduled castes. Now, few words to read in the catalogue. Crusader, a person who fights for a cause or belief. Aryans, the people who came from Iran and settled in northern and northwestern part of India. ये आर्यंस कहाँ से आए थे? ईरान से आए थे और वो कहाँ सेटल हो गए? नॉर्दर्न और नॉर्थ वेस्टर्न पार्ट इंडिया के. Liberty, the state of being free and enjoying the right to act as one pleases. Fraternity, the state of brotherhood achieved by overcoming all differences. Dravidians, the people who lived in major part of India before the Aryans came and pushed them to the south of Vindhyas. Okay? Now, a look over to this chapter. The caste system was based on the type of work one did in earlier times. Later, the system became rigid and based on birth. With the introduction of Western education, reformers started questioning the lot of the untouchables. The crusade against the caste system and social reform movements were initiated by organizations conconsitevo like the Brahmo Samaj, Arya Samaj. Mahatma Gandhi and B.R. Ambedkar played key roles in the caste struggle, and development and progress necessitated changes in the caste structure. Fine? Now children, let's do some exercise here in this estimation corner. Choose the correct option. Who fought for the cause of Dravidians? Jyotirao Phule, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, Periyar, Shankaracharya. Periyar fought for the cause of the Dravidians. So we tick here. People who have been marginalized form the dash of Indian society. Villages, community, lower caste, culture. They form the lower caste of Indian society. The castes are classified from the census of 1901, 1891, 1911, 1921. It's 1911. The right to act as one pleases is known as dash. Fraternity, liberty, equality, secularism. It's liberty. Gulmargi was written by Mahadev Govind Ranade, Veersalingam Pantulu, Narayan Guru, Jyotirao Phule. It was written by Jyotirao Phule. Now children, let's move further. Fill in the blanks. Veersalingam Pantulu was inspired by the idols of. He was inspired by the idols of Brahmo Samaj. Brahmo Samaj. Caste system came about as a division of labor. The self-respect movement fought for the respect of the lower caste. Respect of lower caste. Okay? Dash is known as the father of Indian Constitution. Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. People from dash class were not allowed to enter temples. People from lower class. As a practitioner of dash, Mahatma Gandhi swore to speak the truth and advocated the others to do the same. As a practitioner of Satyagraha, Dash advocated the spread of modern education and was all for the strengthening of Hindu-Muslim unity. Dash advocated the spread of modern education and was all for the strengthening of Hindu-Muslim unity. Raja Ram Mohan Roy. Raja Ram Mohan Roy. Okay children, now match column A with column B. Let's do the matching. B.R. Ambedkar. He is known as the father of Indian Constitution. Then Mahatma Gandhi is known as the father of the nation. Jyotirao Phule. Jyotirao Phule wrote Gulmargi. Okay. M.G. Ranade, Prarthana Sabha, and Veersalingam Pantulu, he brought about a renaissance in Telugu literature. Now, state whether the following statements are true or false. The Brahmo Samaj preached the existence of one God. Yes, true. Write down T here. Mahatma Gandhi believed that social reforms without political freedom would be meaningless. True. Dr. B.R. Ambedkar organized the All India Scheduled Caste Federation. This is also true. Non-Brahmin movement started in the early 15th century. This is false, children. M.G. Ranade became the member of the Indian National Congress. Yes, True. Write down T again. Veer Salingam Pantulu started a Telugu journal and wrote for women. Yes, this is also true. Correct. Dr. B.R. Ambedkar was born into a upper caste family. No, this is false. So write down F here. Fine, children. So here we end up with this chapter, and thanks for watching this video. I hope you have understood the chapter well, and go through the chapter once again. एक बार फिर से पढ़िएगा चैप्टर को तो और अच्छे से समझ में आएगा. And we'll meet again. Till then, keep learning and be happy. Bye.